Hello everyone, welcome to the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 tournament. It begins today with ArtemisMyths and Lenamphy. We have Melanzy and Koala on commentary today. Say hello, you two.
Hello. Very excited to get started here today. We have our first race of our bracket from our qualifiers that just happened over this last month.
Yep, so it's been quite a while that we've been working on qualifiers, but they finished, I think, early last week, or about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is the first race of the official bracket. It's a good matchup to see where this season is going.
Very excited. I want to guess early. Do you think we're going to have Master Sword Chamber? What better time to guess than before we start?
I'm going to say not in this one.
Not in this one. You know.
Actually, who rolled the seed?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me go check. It looks like VXR, our restreamer, rolled the seed today.
I'm not familiar with VXR's seeds, so I don't know.
It's a good... Well, you know, they always say it's a 50-50. There either is or there isn't.
Yes, that is how statistics works. 100%.
Oh, this is VXR's first Wind Waker Rando seed. It'll be exciting. We're going to see, are you going to get ban points for your first seed? I hope not, but... It as always looks like we are about 30 seconds from starting now.
Yep, won't be too long.
You rolled a nasty Ocarina seed before. Ooh, yeah, good luck to both runners. I'd also like to quickly shout out to both of our trackers today, Kofra and Fargus. They're the T command. Oh, beat me to it, VXR. But yeah, I'd love to give shout outs to them. Can't do this without trackers, so it's always nice to have them around.
And it looks like we are getting started now.
Like we have gotten started.
So I haven't actually been able to catch a lot of the qualifiers. You want to explain what the settings are for this season?
So the settings for this season are, we have a 3-dungeon race mode, so they'll have to do 3 dungeons, and I didn't manage to catch what they were on those first warps, but then they'll also have submarines, free gifts, a lot of mail, some puzzle caves around islands. I'm missing something else, but hopefully Grandma. That's a mail check, but you know, just always gotta hope for her. So, starting out, it looks like we have Artemis going to Windfall. They're just gonna start with those quick checks. Meanwhile, Lenamphy doing a strat I've seen a few times where you save Windfall and head over to the submarine in Northern Fairy Island so that if it's nothing, you can save scum your way back to Windfall immediately and hopefully save a little bit of time by doing that.
Trick that I have seen many times back when we included fairies in the settings.
Yeah, that's true. Maggie not with any good gifts for us today. That's unfortunate. All right, we're gonna rescue Tingle. Oh no, Tot next for Artemis, I do believe. Tingle usually happens last on this island.
Yeah, excuse me. The jail maze is included in these settings.
True, that fun one.
So it's a lot easier to just route in Tingle with that and do it last.
Oh, did we get the fast dungeons today? It looks like we do. We have DRC Forbidden Woods and Forsaken Fortress. DRC, of course, being Dragon Roost Cavern.
Hopefully it'll be a quick race then for these guys. No Tower of the Gods, no Earth Temple, no Wind Temple. Always exciting to see that.
And Lenamphy not being able to save scum his way back to Windfall, but that early delivery bag is not bad to see at all. And Artemis about to pick up 2 gifts from Tingle. I wonder what they'll get today.
A useless song.
Unless they really want to go into Earth Temple.
I suppose, yeah.
But
even then, it's still kind of useless.
It's true. It's a good backup, but fortunately, neither of our runners will be going into Earth Temple today. I know that's a breath of fresh air for a lot of people. E.T. left side eyes. Yes, no light arrows on E.T. left side today. And our last check here on Windfall. It looks like there was actually nothing on Windfall today.
Nope, I did not see anything that is going to be useful, at least in this race.
That's usually to me at least, that's a pretty big red flag that the seed may not be too nice. So I wonder if our runners are gonna have a bit of a struggle seed today.
Guess we'll see.
Right, and I did miss what Tot gave when Artemis did it.
I don't think it was anything good. I think it was money, actually.
Well, money's not... it is money. It's not terrible. Could the race settings put something in dungeons you don't need? No. So the dungeons you don't need to clear, there will be nothing you could possibly need in them. They are completely dead. Artemis now gonna go pick up their delivery bag, which is nice. It means whenever you store some checks, it'll be easier to tell if you got one of the delivery bag items early on.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like they kind of did the same route, just reversed. So they're about roughly at the same spot in their seeds right now.
Mm-hmm.
Will be interesting to see where they go. The delivery bag doesn't really open anything, so it's kind of a shot in the dark where they decide to go next.
It will be interesting to see where both of them choose to follow up this little Windfall Northern Fairy Island. A pretty standard start to do both of those right at the beginning, but with nothing specifically opened up from either location, it's kind of anyone's guess as to where the next best place to go is going to end up being.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't been able to catch a lot of the qualifiers, so I'm not really familiar with early game routing. But I guess we'll see. I don't really know what all is open at the beginning right now either.
A lot of submarines. Looks like Artemis is going to go straight into Mother and Child for this Sphere Zero check and just find more money.
Ooh, they actually save scummed, so they can use that chest later for chest storage, super swim, possibly, or an easy way to get to Cyclos later on.
Very smart. A pretty smart. I've never considered that. That's a pretty smart move right there, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Lenamphy doing the same exact thing, actually. Went and checked the Mother and Child, saw the purple rupee. Now Artemis heading to Outset. Kind of makes sense when you have nothing else to do. You can get 3 checks here pretty easily. Oh, 4 with Beetle. That's right.
And Lenamphy is right behind, doing the same thing, it looks like.
Beetle 20 with the boomerang.
We do have Forbidden Woods and Logic, so the boomerang is helpful, not necessarily useful, but...
Exactly, yeah. You don't need the boomerang to do Forbidden Woods, but if you have it, you're not gonna, complain about it.
Especially when you don't have bombs or bow, or hookshot
Exactly.
for that matter.
Plus, there is that rat sub at Headstone Island, where the boomerang is just the best item in the game. Lenamphy with the hero's charm at Mesa's house, and more rupees under Grandma's house.
Lots of rupees early on in this seed.
Always nice. You need some in these settings to kind of get through a lot of the checks. Hero's charm. Will Lenamphy equip the hero's charm? Lenamphy did, in fact, equip the hero's charm.
He did indeed.
Right, Vermilia. He did the correct thing there. That is always what you want to see.
Oh, and it looks like Artemis is actually gonna go clip into Jaboon's cave.
And we'll see. Yeah. Bombs are in logic this seed with Forsaken Fortress, so...
Yep.
Are they locking
can
anything?
make this roll clip here, they will fall down into the water beneath the island.
It can be a bit of a tricky roll clip, so hopefully we see them pick it up soon. Lenamphy going for the same exact thing right now. Both our runners just trying to get into Jaboon's cave, saying we don't need no stinking bombs.
Who's gonna get it first?
That's the question of the hour, I think. It's just frame perfect, that's right. You only have to do it perfectly, if that makes it any easier. Plus good direct, that's true. The most painful one is when you get the roll clip and then fly into the loading zone for the house.
Looks like Artemis chose to walk away. And
looks like Artemis
they're now getting storage.
Yeah, I assume Artemis...
Same thing with Lenamphy here.
Lenamphy and Artemis, I think, going for the door cancel backup method to get into there. Which is a little bit harder, but not quite frame perfect, so... Both so in sync. I know, they... both decided they've had enough with roll clips, it seems. This check is the real race, you're not wrong. Getting storage is also frame perfect? Oh, that's true. That's true. I was only thinking about the Wind Waker dive. Now with this fun door cancel, both of them going to be in pitch black, can only see when they pause. But looks like they've now both gotten under the island pretty effortlessly.
Lenamphy makes it inside first, but Artemis is very close. And they get a tingle statue.
That's right. Ankle is also in logic, worth noting. So if you get 5 tingle statues, you can go check Ankle over at Tingle Island. And still not a lot of direction for our runners with these items that they have here.
Yeah, nothing new has opened up so far. We still have those Sphere Zero checks and whatever they can manage to skip.
I do believe there's one check that opened up, and it's what we see Lenamphy going to right now, which is that rat sub I was bringing up earlier.
With the boomerang. Yep.
Yeah. Where the boomerang is just unironically the best item you could possibly have in that sub, which is so weird for the boomerang. Time for rat RNG, that's right. Oh, and Artemis, they're choosing to make it night instead of going for another roll clip to get into Mesa's house early. And Artemis gonna pick up that hero's charm. Are they also gonna do the correct thing and equip it? Or are they gonna save the time to not?
I think they will.
I think...
Artemis is good about those meme items.
True.
Yeah. They know what they're doing.
Perfect. Both of our runners equipping the hero's charm. You love to see it.
And we get a pearl on Lenamphy's side. Not useful in this seed.
Yeah, there's only one pearl that's useful if you don't have Tower of the Gods, and that's Furor's Pearl, because it gives you some mail. You know, second place. I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad someone else did.
So now Lenamphy is at Dragon Roost Island here. We have the Wind Shrine that is Sphere 0.
That's true, and with that boomerang, Lenamphy can also access the other 2 checks available here on this island.
I was gonna say, is it possible to do the chest on top of boulder with the boomerang?
You can. If you get kind of close to the wall with the bombs, you can target the boomerang onto those bombs.
Oh, interesting.
And I missed what was in Wind Shrine.
As did I, but I don't see any... Oh, no, he got Cabana Deed, I think?
Oh, Cabana Deed and Wind Shrine. That's not a bad find. Not a bad find. Knowing early with that delivery bag, you won't have to chest storage your way into Cabana is always pretty nice.
Yeah, especially depending on where Hookshot is. You need that to clip in there.
And with these dungeons, Hookshot could be pretty gross.
Lenamphy is now getting storage. Gonna store the chest that fell down here, and he is going to take it around the island to skip the leaf.
One of the best reasons to learn storage, in my opinion, is to skip this leaf check.
Yeah, that check is kind of annoying.
Kofra, one of our trackers, being very sad about chest storage. I can understand. I don't know how quickly Lenamphy will check what he has stored. Looks like Artemis also opting, after getting that boomerang and Nair use Pearl at Rat Sub, to go for Dragon Roost Island. Slightly different route here from Artemis, though. They're going with the chest on boulder storage first. Ah, that's true. That's true, Sithiel. Anything? Oh, and Din's Pearl. Not very helpful, this seed.
So Artemis is going to be doing the same trick we saw from Lenamphy. And Lenamphy, I think, is headed towards Paw Print.
It looks like Crescent.
Is that
based on that angle? Yeah. Paw Print is directly east. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
That makes sense.
I knew it was one of those islands.
Kind of hard to decide when to go to which one, honestly. They're right next to each other, but a nice Sphere 0 chest here at Crescent, and then also a submarine that isn't fun to do without Leaf or 2 bows, but sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and head in. Oh!
Wow. That's a nice find. Especially being this close to Paw Print as well, that opens up 2 additional chests. Or at least makes them easier to get.
That's true. Definitely really nice to find Sphere 0 bombs. Yeah, that's really, really nice to find before you head over to Paw Print, in all honesty.
Especially with Tower of the Gods not being in Logic, those Sphere 0 bombs are not common in this situation.
True. Not... Looks like Lenamphy's still not sure what he's stored. I wonder if Artemis will check it at a quickly available moment. And just the best sounding sub here from Lenamphy when you do it this way. Lenamphy giving their items a check to see if they have stored it, and they stored a shard, it looks like.
Interesting.
Yeah, Lenamphy now has a shard. And Furor's Pearl, that's the one that matters.
And Tower of the Gods is now open for Lenamphy.
Yeah. And I would not be surprised now to see Lenamphy head straight south to do paw print, pick up salvage core, and then hop into that Chew cave to see what it's got.
Mhm. Hop into the submarine to get Furor's Pearl.
Yeah. Gonna be a nice mail check for both. Actually, both of our runners then gonna have 2 mail checks whenever they head to a mailbox, because bombs will also give you checks. You know, sometimes it's just nice to check your mail, and we see Lenamphy doing that right now. That's right, more mini Blinn ASMR.
Some additional health from Kamali's father.
Always nice to see some hearts from loved ones.
And the grappling hook there on the bomb mail. So now paw print is completely clear. Hops over to paw print. They check mail first as well.
You know, hopefully they do, because putting that off is gonna just feel bad. It wouldn't be the biggest time loss in the world, but it would just be the saddest irony.
Mm-hmm.
Artemis with very nice timing on getting off that ladder to hit the ladder to the chest as soon as it spawns. Gonna pick up their Furor's Pearl.
And the hook shot. So it seems like we're getting all of the non-required dungeon items pretty early.
That's true. Although bombs are technically required for Forsaken Fortress. At least logically. It's not hard to get into Forsaken. You just can let the cannons shoot the door down, but you know, the game wants you to have them. It's true, Morthhover is dead 20 minutes in.
Other than that hook shot, though, we're not looking like we're getting more in paw print. We got 1 check left. Oh, and a shard.
And a shard.
2 out of 4. 50%, I guess. Not too awful.
Two out of 4?
Of the chests in paw print, yeah.
Oh. I thought you were talking about Triforce shards, and I was like, am I forgetting about some?
No, we actually have to collect all 8 Triforce shards, 3 of which will be on the dungeon bosses. Mm-hmm. The other 5 are spread throughout the world.
True. Where is... Looks like Lenamphy going to go check Tree Branch in Forest Haven very early.
Mm-hmm.
Very surprising. Not a move you normally see with, especially with.
Yeah, this seems like a little bit out of the way of a check, since he doesn't have Leaf to do the other checks around here.
And especially with Forbidden Woods and Logic.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a gamble, but we'll see if it pays off. Meanwhile, Artemis just picked up their grappling hook, gonna head into Paw Print to get that hook shot and Triforce shard in the rare but always welcome Paw Print single dip. I'm so eager to... Go ahead.
Sorry. I could see Lenamphy doing this and then heading over to Cliff Plateau.
I honestly thought he was going to head straight to Cliff Plateau, because that boomerang also really helps you get Cliff Plateau and Bird's Peak. But
yeah, definitely.
The early tree branch gamble could really pay off for him.
I guess we'll see what happens to be up there. I didn't see... Oh, it's just a heart piece. The Lenamphy is not even going to grab it. He is just going to leave.
Rip the gamble, that's true. It would have been a big brain play, but... What temples are required? We have Dragon Roost Cavern, Forbidden Woods, and Forsaken Fortress this seed. Oh, and it looks like Lenamphy gonna head straight up to Bomb Island instead of heading over to Cliff Plateau.
Interesting routing.
Now Artemis just finishing up Poprint. Curious to see where they go after this. I don't think we're gonna see the same routing here of going to top of Tree Branch, but you never know.
It would be interesting to see an early DRC, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
I imagine both runners are kind of hoping to put off DRC until they either get Leaf or a bow, preferably bow.
Yeah.
Just things to let you full clear. It looks like Artemis heading over to Islet of Steel, so a really big difference in their routing here.
Yep, we are seeing some divergence, so we might see different items on either side now.
And everyone's favorite island, Bomb Island.
Yeah, totally.
Everyone's favorite cave. I, for one, have never seen people get very, very mad at magtail throws. Who thinks it's a good idea to give kids explosives? That's a good question. Hello, Elena. I wanted to see what Islet has. Oh, and a treasure chart. Oh, it's too bad. I always get a little bit more suspicious of Islet of Steel and Jaboon's Cave when either Forsaken Fortress or Tower of the Gods are in Logic, since we have bomb-required dungeons.
Hi, Elena.
But a very clean bomb cave here from Lenamphy, and our third shard found. Very quick shards this seed.
So Artemis equipped Hookshot. I think they are headed to Diamond Step. No?
That would make sense. It's just a little bit south of Islet of Steel, and you already have the Hookshot, so.
Oh, I guess another thing that I am now just realizing is that the runners don't start with a sword.
That is true. I've just gotten so used to it, and I forgot to mention it. But yes, our runners will have to find 4 swords in the world because they are starting without one.
So this sub that Lenamphy is in right now, he actually needs to steal a stick here from one of the bokoblins.
Which is sometimes easier said than done, but luckily he has bombs.
Yes.
A 4 swords adventure? In a manner of speaking, yes. Look at all those clean spins from Lenamphy. Now we'll see what's Bomb Island sub, what secrets it holds. The telescope. We have Forsaken Fortress. We found the telescope. Errol's gonna be really happy about this seed. Now we have Artemis getting that last warp pot here before they can check both our chests in Diamond Step Warp Cave. And where do we see... Ah, Cabana here. From... Oh, a bait bag in Diamond Step.
You know, Cabana is open pretty early. We don't have Hammer.
Yeah, so...
But it is completely skippable.
It is skippable. We're not in logic, but it is skippable. So this could be... This could net Lenamphy a pretty big advantage. And another Tingle statue there for Artemis in Diamond Step. Both checks in Diamond Step looking like things you might want.
Are both checks in... Oh, a bottle. That's a nice find. Are both checks in Cabana out of logic right now? Do you need the hammer to get to both of them? Or is it just the second one that you need hammer?
Logically, you need hammer to get to both.
Okay.
It looks like Lenamphy just picking up that waterfall one instead of heading into Cabana. Which makes sense. There is a re-dead. If you skip hammer, there's a re-dead kind of in your way, and while you can kill a re-dead with bombs, it takes about 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Looks like Artemis gonna pick up some bait, since they just picked up that bait bag at Diamond Step. I don't believe he could have skipped the re-dead because he doesn't have Skull Hammer to get through the gates, so he has to get to the second chest in Cabana the intended route. Right, so Artemis picking up that... Oh,
it looks like Artemis is actually getting a hint.
Ooh. You know...
Not something we see often, actually.
Yeah, some runners do go for it, and some runners never do, so it's cool to see. I didn't see if that hint gave any good information.
It said a glass bottle in the remain of 5 aisles.
Oh, so that's 5-star submarine. Or anything else in 5-star that's not in logic, because we did already find a bottle.
Right, but I think the hints only cover in logic checks. So we must have 2 bottles in logic this scene.
I don't know how hints work, so you could definitely be right.
As long as they weren't changed, they should only tell you about in logic checks.
Here we see Lenamphy going for 6-eye reef submarine, which can be... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
It can be a bit of a pain, but Lenamphy getting through it without dying. Artemis in Cliff Plat.
Yep, Artemis got storage and are going to store this first chest.
And unfortunately, 6-eye reef sub with just a heart container there. I suppose it healed him, but you know, it was a lot of pain killing those moblins sometimes. And a very clean, no voiding for Artemis there today. It's so easy to void when you go up that left side with storage. Hello, Alex Lily.
Ooh, iron boots. I don't think those are useful for anything in this scene.
I don't think they are either. They're really only useful for Wind Temple with these settings.
I think there is a trick for getting to the chest on the island at Forbidden Woods, Forest Haven. There's a trick that you could do, but you need Leaf to do it anyways.
that's
I don't exactly know how to do it.
Yeah, I just remembered what you're talking about. Yeah, that is a trick with iron boots, but you do need Leaf anyway.
Mm-hmm. I did not see what that hint said. I think it was something about a Triforce shard. But I didn't
also
see where.
I'm so not used to reading hints that they just kind of fly right by me. Artemis, since they picked up the grappling hook, choosing not to go with the chest storage strat to get here into Bird's Beak.
Yeah, when you have the grappling hook, it's just easier to do that than getting chest storage. And I'm sure our trackers appreciate it.
Shard in Evil's Lair? Okay, so that's a shard in Forsaken Fortress, which could just be the Helmrock King shard.
Mm-hmm.
But a very clean grapple into Bird's Peak there from Artemis. And another shard. So
Looks like... Oh, go ahead.
No, please.
I was just gonna say, it looks like Lenamphy is over at Diamond Step now. Gonna get those checks that we saw Artemis grab earlier.
If hints don't point to boss shard, like Eric suspects, that means we found all 5 of our shards already.
Oh, interesting.
If they don't, because by my count, we've already found 4.
I believe you are correct.
Ooh, Lenamphy going for a fun strat in Diamond Step, but remembering you actually do need a sword. Which is the easiest item to forget you need for that. Especially because sometimes you just forget you don't start with one. Oh, and it looks like Artemis heading over to Bomb Island as well, doing the same strat as Lenamphy, where you knock the bokoblins away with bombs to get their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And that bait bag here for Lenamphy.
Were we able to see what was stored inside the plateau yet?
I don't know if Artemis has checked it, and Artemis now making Arrow happy.
Well, I see on Artemis's tracker, they have 2 Tingle statues.
Yeah, one of them is in Diamond Step, which Lenamphy's about to find right here.
Oh, right. I remember.
Yeah. They're easy. Tingle statues are easy to forget. You really hate finding any of them except for the 5th one. So.
Definitely. Alright, so yeah, I don't think we know what's inside Cliff Plateau yet.
I don't think we do, and I'm very excited to hopefully find out. Maybe it's a quiver. That's always fun. Our Lord and Savior Tingle. I think we prescribe to different ideologies, Mongol. But Lenamphy also choosing to pick up bait here at Forest Haven. So I suspect Lenamphy is now going to be going for Cliff Plateau. But I've been proven wrong already, so...
It looks like that's where he's headed. While Artemis is doing a Bomb Island.
Once again, everyone's favorite island. Who doesn't love basketball? The pantheon of multiple deities, which also includes Grandma. Grandma, we do love her.
I'm pretty sure Lenamphy is going to store the chest in here as well, so still a mystery to us.
Mm-hmm. A very quick storage there from Lenamphy. Meanwhile, Artemis taking out these magtails. Oh no! Oh, magtails are such trolls sometimes.
They are the worst.
Boomerang making those
oh no.
Boko Babas. Oh. You just want magtails to play nice, and they don't They don't always.
They never do.
Now, will Lenamphy... Oh, it was rupees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just heard Lenamphy's rupee counter go up. That makes sense. Artemis picking up their 4th shard there in Bomb Island.
Yep.
So quick 4 shards makes the Master Sword chamber bet we started at the beginning.
Well, I don't know about that, because the dungeons aren't fully in logic yet.
That's true, that's true. I'm just... The Master Sword chamber is always at the back of my mind. Pushing its way to the front with every shard when I don't have a sword. Now Lenamphy going to be getting his 4th Triforce shard with a grapple skip up into Birdspeak. Oh, and it looks like Artemis going for Cabana.
Now, if, is it possible to beat the dungeons that we have in Logic without a sword?
With the exception of Forsaken Fortress, yes.
Do you need a sword to beat Forsaken Fortress?
You need 2 swords to beat Phantom
aside
Ganon.
from Phantom Ganon.
Yeah.
Aside from Phantom Ganon. Because
Aside
you
from
could
Phantom...
get to Helmrock. You could get the shard from Helmrock without fighting Phantom Ganon.
Yeah. Aside from Phantom Ganon, I think Forsaken Fortress is the easiest dungeon to do without a sword.
Yeah. Because it is possible that the first sword could be in Master Sword Chamber.
That would be... Well, is that...
Do Master Sword Chamber with just hammer.
Right, but I'm just trying to imagine all the other locations.
Yeah,
And how many are actually just sword locked, and I'm not sure. Swords are optional except for fish game. Yes, you do need all 4 swords. To break the barrier in Hyrule, you need a fully upgraded Master Sword.
Barrier skip is in fact banned in Randomizer tournament. Grabbed a fairy. So they are going to save Grandma. Did Lenamphy grab a fairy? Oh,
yeah, he did.
He did. Okay. So both runners are going to save Grandma simultaneously.
I want everyone ready with their ! Soups and ! Grandmas. Hello, Jarhead. The race is going well.
We got both runners saving Grandma, so always a good time.
This is more than a wide Peepo Happy. This is the widest of Peepo Happies.
And there's that soup for Lenamphy.
And honestly, both our runners still just so close to one another.
Mm-hmm. I actually think they've made the same checks now at this point, too.
I think you're right. I don't think either one has done any check that the other hasn't really done. Minus this tiny, tiny lead for Lenamphy getting this letter first. All right,
Yeah.
Is it a Grandma seed? No. Well, she gave... You know, you're always happy to find a heart from your grandma in the mail. Every seed's a grandma seed? That's true, Jarhead. You're not wrong. It's very true. Oh, looks like Artemis going for another hint while Lenamphy goes straight to check top of Headstone.
Did Lenamphy buy... Oh, he did. There's one in his inventory. Okay.
That is a hint about a Tingle statue is on Outset Island, is what that hint just gave. But Our runners
already
both found.
know that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Jaboon's cave, so.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't be happy to find Grandma's heart in the mail. All right, touche. And it looks like, oh, a song at the top of Headstone Island. No songs even remotely required for this seed.
Nope.
But Lenamphy picking it up anyway.
Artemis got another hint, and I forgot to read it.
I also did. It looks like Lenamphy saved scummed back to Outset though, so maybe lost that Wind God's aria, but did find it at Headstone. And
was
if
it
any
Shard in Forsaken Fortress again?
maybe if any photosensitive viewers, we do have a super swim going on right now. We'll let you know when it's good to look again. I'm curious to see where Lenamphy's planning to take this super swim, though. I mean, maybe Needle Rock. I guess that would make sense. All right, and the flashing is now over, so it is safe to look back again. Oh no, miss Needle Rock.
Is there even anything he can do at Needle Rock right now?
The bait bag check is in logic.
I guess.
Lenamphy taking off the hero's charm. Both runners getting the song when no dungeons are on logic. Yeah, I was a little surprised to see that. Now we have Artemis. They're now going for that dive into Forest Haven. Imagine they're a bit scared of a vanilla leaf at this point.
Hello, Elijah.
Very true, Montgol. A bold move in 2021. Lenamphy taking the route instead, deciding to not super swim again and going for just sailing to Needle Rock. Gonna check. Bird's Peak with not Bird's Peak. Needle Rock with a bird. Which So I've never seen.
I take back what I said earlier. Lenamphy did this check earlier that Artemis is doing now. So yes. I think Lenamphy is just a very slight bit ahead at this point. True. But it's only by like one check.
Yeah, I did forget Lenamphy did this. But oh, misses the button. Alright, will the Kargaroks? Not even close. Kargaroks, no one cares. Oh, well, pair neutral. Pair neutral.
Used a pair to get a pair.
Yeah, that's what we call one-for-one exchange. Artemis does have that Triforce Shard knowledge. That is true. They might be able to go mode early. If the hints aren't pointing to the Helmrock Shard, and I don't know if they can or not.
And it looks like Artemis is actually going to be entering Dragon Roof's Cavern here. So this will be our first dungeon that we see. No leaf, no bow though. So I guess we'll see.
Oh, okay. So confirmation there from Jarhead. They hints cannot point to boss shards. So Artemis does in fact know where their fifth and final missing shard is.
Right, and we also don't have a sword here for the dungeons. So hopefully DRC is stacked.
Hopefully it also isn't a second small key and big key chest, because if that's the case,
well, the other thing to consider too is that the other two dungeons are not in logic yet. Forsaken Fortress, you need the hammer, and Forbidden Woods, you need the leaf.
That is
So,
true.
there is a very good chance that something good is in Dragon Roost Cavern.
Lenamphy opting instead to go for Angular Peak, which is a check neither runner has really gone to yet. The funniest thing to find in this chest, in my opinion, is a shield. Your mirror shield.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't that. Oh, it looks like Lenamphy going for another super swim, so if you are photosensitive, or Lenamphy actually missing the super swim there. But I do believe he's going to be going for it again. Eric, that is a terrifying... All right, we'll let you know when it's good to look again for Lenamphy's stream.
Jeez. I hope they get to skip flight control platform sub.
All right, and it is good to look again. The setup for the Super Swim is now over. 5-star sub. Yep, submarines are in logic, Jarhead. So this is... You don't see a lot of Super Swims here in Season 4, but this is a common one. Oh, Lenamphy unfortunately missing the Super Swim. 2 keys, that is true. Artemis did find their second key, and double magic. Just wasn't sure where Lenamphy was going. Yeah. Lenamphy, again, deciding to just sail straight to the submarine. So Artemis here, they can continue along in Dragon Roost Cavern, but not having... Oh, no.
These platforms are not being kind to Artemis.
They definitely trick you a lot of the time.
That just opting to go backwards.
Yeah.
Or I guess forwards in this case.
You know, in Dragon... Who can say what's backwards and what's forwards in Dragon Roost?
You're right.
Alright. So the dungeon is still... Can still be made progress. But there is always that risk of your next small key and big key chest at this point. Oh, and there's that mirror shield.
So that's something. That opens up Angular, at least. At least the cave chest there.
Lenamphy doing 5-star sub. Another sub with no leaf and no sword is definitely not what you want to... not what you want to do, but sometimes you have no choice. Need a sword, though? What do you need a sword for, Fargus? Angular Cave.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. And Ghost Ship chart there at 5-star sub.
You can hold any item and be able to pull out your shield. It doesn't have to be the sword.
Yep. It's easier with the sword because you can go into first person. But all you need is a mirror shield and a way to get into the cave. All good, Fargus. People always learning every day.
Yeah, I didn't know that for a long time, so it's all good.
Yeah. And where... I did not see where Lenamphy teleported to. I'm very curious where he's gonna go next.
I actually think he's doing the... Sub at Palmer? Or no, he got Ghost Ship chart, so he might be looking for Ghost Ship.
Oh, that would be quite the play.
And that's why he changed... Yep, I think that's why he changed it to nighttime.
This is a rough item set to be doing Ghost Ship. Artemis looks like they saved, so I think they're checking for a small key. Doesn't find a small key, so that is a small key in the big key chest. So I do believe Artemis plans to save scum and chest storage their way past to skip a small key here in the dungeon. Oh, or can they? Seeing as they don't already have one. Save scum to the statue. Yes, but my estimation is that Artemis is save scumming the chest with the intention of... Oh no, Artemis knows Bird's Peak has to be a small key. Okay. Wizrobes with hookshot, yeah. But yeah, Artemis was save scumming the chest so that they could store it in the case that it wasn't a small key, is my best guess. And yes, Elijah, this is definitely a difficult item set to be doing Ghost Ship with. Oh
Yeah,
no. Lenamphy getting a second summon there out of the Wizrobe. It can be so hard to interrupt it with just a hookshot.
How many strikes with the hookshot does it take to kill this Wizrobe?
A lot. A lot. I think it's like 12. It's ridiculous. 8? I thought it was more than 8. But
Got a confirmation from Jarhead that it's 8.
I usually stop counting at 6 and just suffer. Now Artemis, quick storage there, storing that rat room chest, which we know is a Tingle statue. It feels like 12 by now. That's usually where I'm at. Oh no, blue.
Small key skip here for Artemis.
Very good. That one's really scary. 100. I've never seen that strategy for a Stalfos with the hookshot. That's funny. Just chipping away at it.
Can you kill a Stalfos with the hookshot?
I don't know.
Oh goodness. This is...
I think if Lenamphy wants that bomb to work, he's gonna have to blow it up manually with the boomerang. I don't think... When you break a Stalfos with bombs, I don't think you have enough time.
Oh, they're invincible while boomeranged. Interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that. You can still skull hammer them while they're boomeranged. I know that. But I didn't know they were otherwise in the stun animation.
Alright.
What?
Lenamphy took it out. He just have this toe left. And we're good.
And Artemis stored that rat room chest, which was the Tingle statue, just voided into lava to get that item, and the Tingle tuner.
Lenamphy is a little annoyed with that one.
That was yeah. It would have been quite the risk if that had given him, you know, like leaf or something really, really good to find right now. Less than ideal is definitely a way to describe it. Tingle Tuner's not fully bad. I'm pretty sure you can still use it as long as you don't have a Game Boy connected. I'd have to brush up on the rules again to make 100% sure, but...
Isn't it race by race? They decide if it's banned or not?
The main tuner function is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's... There is actually a specific rule I remember in the document about Tingle Tuner.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really familiar with how Season 4 is being run. I just know in, like, the spoiler log tournament that we had last fall, it was case by case, and runners could decide if they wanted it allowed or not.
It can be used, but not the real function. Yeah. I assume the only real use for it is to duplicate bombs. I don't... If Mirror Shield is the progression, the seed is dumb. If Angular Cave has something great.
I mean, if there's nothing else in DRC,
That's true.
that's gonna be the case.
Well, and actually, DRC is out of logic now for Artemis just continuing with that small key skip. But
Oh, you're right, yeah.
yeah, Artemis being able to save the double dip, that's true.
I think Mirror Shield
think
has to
so.
open something.
I think so. I can't think of any other in-logic checks that our runners just haven't done. But we do see Lenamphy now in Dragon Roost 2. Rogue Copter, thank you for that raid. Welcome in, raiders. Another
Hello.
Tingle statue. Four statues deep at this point for Artemis here. Next statue's the happy one to find. Now Artemis heading up to the mini boss, but with no sword, but that's okay. Who needs a sword when you have bombs?
Excuse me for a moment.
Alright. See, just one bomb and you can steal that Bokoblin's weapon. Next statue will probably be Angular. Ooh, Lenamphy is low on bombs. That is true, Jarhead.
If they did the small key skip.
If who did the small key skip, sorry. Looks like this Moblin giving Artemis a little bit of trouble, but ooh, a sick sword throw to take it out. Is Millen cutting out? I think she might be.
Am I? Oh, goodness. It seems okay on my end. I don't know.
It's definitely okay now. 1 hour in, no swords, no bows. That is true. This was harkening back. Oh, Lenamphy with their mirror shield now. Harkening back. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. What I was trying to say before I started cutting out, I don't think a fifth statue can be in Angular because the fourth statue was out of logic for Artemis.
Oh, that is true. That's a smart catch.
So, whatever's in Angular, I believe, has to be progression. And it won't be a Tingle statue.
That I definitely missed that. That was a smart catch.
But Artemis is headed into the boss.
Yep. Harkening back to when I said, if Windfall is dead, that's usually a pretty big red flag. And 1 hour in, no swords, no bows is definitely...
You did in fact say that at about 5 minutes in.
Yeah. Well, and I thought I was going to be proven wrong with, Sphere 0 bombs, Sphere 0 hook shot, Sphere 0 boomerang, Sphere 0... I guess Sphere 1 grappling hook, but it was bombs that gave you grappling hook.
Alright, right now I'm calling that power bracelets are in Angular and the big pig has leaf.
Oh, that would... I would love it. I would love it. More big pigs. That would be ultra pog. Angular could also have hammer, and that puts a lot of Forsaken Fortress.
Or it could just straight up have leaf.
Yeah.
Or it could have a bow and then put Cyclos into logic. And the flight control platform sub.
Just what everyone loves to see. Well, I actually think flight control platform sub is in logic with that hook shot. And both of our runners opting no.
Do not blame them.
That Tingle statue here for Lenamphy. Looks like he's going to not save scum the chest and just opt to store it outright. And Artemis with a kill onto Goma.
Making use of that boomerang.
There is a big pig emote that a lot of runners use in their own streams, Jarhead. But I don't it's not on the this Zelda speedruns. Yeah. That makes more sense. Yeah, it's an emote made by our Elena herself. And it's just the big pig we see in Rando just kind of rolling about, and it's Oma.
Alright, so I expect to see Artemis going to Angular now.
Len did a lucky play. Lenamphy actually, he stored the other chest in there, which I don't believe was anything. Map. That's right. It was the map. He definitely does have 3 statues now. That is true. Alright. And yep, Artemis, they are heading down to Angular. And I am so excited to see what we're gonna find in Angular.
It's gotta be something good.
I am so excited because it could be literally anything. Because if it's progression, awesome. If it's not progression, flight control sub looking real spicy.
True.
Rolling the dice there. Yeah. And if he save was before he blew up the rock, I believe you're correct. That is true. Warp pots, a lot of people forget about them.
And to do this puzzle the intended way.
No leaf Sag. Hookshot flight control sub is scary to think about, but it'll be fun to watch.
It's always fun when you're not the one having to do it.
Yeah, what's the term? I think it's Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
Who rolled this seed? VXR, our restreamer today, rolled this seed. Drum roll, please. Oh, right, the wallet.
Opens a mail, which isn't too hard to get.
It could still be nothing though, and put flight control sub as the last logical check.
Oh goodness.
Oh, it's just all suspense, and it's such an adrenaline feeling. All right, where will Artemis pick up their mail? Never mind. Artemis is warping to Great Fish.
Needle rock.
Oh. It looks like because Artemis didn't do the needle rock check. Only Lenamphy did that with the bait bag. So I suspect they'll pick up their mail there. Meanwhile, Lenamphy heading up to the mini boss. Again, no bows, no swords yet. Is this this might be the latest first sword we'll have seen on a restreamed Season 4 race. I think our previous record was... It was either 57 minutes or just over an hour. I think. Power bracelets, big pig leaf is pot. Well, what are they getting?
Oh,
Flight control sub looking spicy.
Oh no. In the casual race yesterday? Yeah, I was I've seen some super late swords in casual races, but I was just asking about the restreamed ones specifically. I actually do think their last logical check is flight control sub with hookshot. Yeah, that's not good.
I can't think of another check that they could have in logic at this point. Have either of them done any Forsaken Fortress? They have not, Claire. But we do know through hints from Artemis that one of the checks in Forsaken Fortress is our last Triforce shard. Yeah, logically they can't do anything in Forsaken Fortress, but when has logic ever stopped us? You still might do that. I wouldn't blame you. How about Cabana? They also neither of us has also gone into Cabana. That's true. They do have a lot of options. Looks like Artemis. No, it looks like Artemis is going to 6 Eye Reef submarine. Artemis kind of now cleaning up all the things Lenamphy did when Artemis went to Dragon Roost earlier.
Yeah, I feel like flight control sub is going to be pushed off as much as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know where else a progression item can be.
Cabana with no hammer might be rough for no sword for Redead. That's true. I was saying earlier, Lenamphy, they both checked Waterfall, but Lenamphy went there first, so I was saying it when he did it. But you could kill the Redead with bombs. It just takes 3 bombs and a lot of patience, because 3 bombs take a long time. It's but almost anything sounds better than FCP with hookshot. You can get into the hole before the Redead screams at you. You know, I trust you, Jarhead, but
I would not want to risk it.
I trust you, Jarhead. I don't trust me. Plug in the GameCube back, scream back. Oh, that would be great if that worked. Looks like Lenamphy opting to go for the grappling hook against Goma for damage. Once ever, so maybe don't trust me on that either. Fair enough. The big pig we didn't want to see. Oh, that punch.
That boomerang coming in handy, though.
A lot of people sleep on the boomerang. It's not really the most useful item, but it does have its uses. And Lenamphy picking up his 5th shard there. Does Boomerang work on redeads?
I'm not sure, but I think Artemis is coming to a realization of what they are going to have to do here.
I think the only ranged item that works on redeads is bombs or light arrows. So I don't think Boomerang works, but I've honestly never tried. The items they have are bare minimum for combat. That's true.
Artemis is heading to flight control.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Equipping the hook shot.
Oh no. From the looks of it, Artemis is not excited to be doing this.
I do not blame them. So, assuming we have not forgotten about a Sphere 0 check, and this has to be their progression, what do you think it is?
I don't know. It could be anything.
It really could. Claire's gonna guess hammer. Okay, that's a guess. I'm putting my guess in with Leaf. Just want to shout that out there. Wizrobe seeing a Minish with only a hook shot getting the sub. No sword too, yup. Leaf would be a slap in the face.
Really would be. Oh, goodness.
You hope it's a bow. They'll get the spinner. That would be quite a find in Wind Waker. Oh yeah, if this is your first logical bow.
Oh, yeah, ouch.
I think that's all of them, Jarhead. I think you are correct. They'll get the second wallet, so just not even progression. Everyone's forgotten a check. Alright, that's 2 Wizrobes down.
Is it one more to go?
There's 2 more.
Oh,
the last phase has 2.
Yep. And the mini
FCP.
blends. Oh god.
That's true, Scythio. FCP's not in logic, only the sub. I never think about flight control platform as the mini game. Mini blend ASMR is back. Now it really begins, Monka. Alright. One more shot on that last Wizrobe. And Lenamphy finding that skull necklace from Wallet Mail.
Yep, Lenamphy got the realization as well.
If you're not on their streams, they both have face cam up, and both of their faces when they realize that that flight control sub is where to go. Artemis is doing very well in the sub.
Yeah, they've almost got this last Wizrobe out, so.
Yeah. Soup Artemis? Artemis don't need no stinking soup. Artemis killed both those Wizrobes. Is FCP with hookshot is their last logical location. We are almost 100% sure. Easy clap.
Just a moment of truth.
Artemis making it look easy.
Oh, Leaf. Oh goodness. That sucks, but also we can progress.
Oh, that's true. Lenamphy, remember, did do Ghost Ship with hookshot and bombs.
Mm-hmm.
What a disgusting seed. Ooh, a nice double hit there.
It looks like VXR is going to be getting its ban point.
Yeah, I do. I do believe. Now Artemis is just gonna head straight into Forbidden Woods.
Yep.
I believe. Yep. They are heading to Forbidden Woods, just gonna aim their wind. Will we get Forbidden Woods with 3 swords again? God, I hope so. I want 3 swords and a skull hammer here in Forbidden Woods so they get all of their melee. Oh no.
That is unfortunate. Those pesky pea hats.
You know, that's just the mood of this seed, though, you know?
You're not wrong.
Oh, Lenamphy getting knocked out of first person by mini blends. Artemis going around to skip going through Forest Haven to get into Forbidden Woods. Yeah, doing this after how Lenamphy did Ghost Ship, I can only imagine what's going through his head right now. Mini Blend ASMR. But, you know, Lenamphy not being in too much pain about that one.
Artemis gets past the pea hats and is now entering Forbidden Woods. Lenamphy happy about seeing that leaf.
Just finding that leaf and it's a mixture.
Oh goodness.
But hopefully now Forbidden Woods will have everything our runners could ever want.
Hopefully.
Remember at the beginning when we said, oh, the 3 fast dungeons, this will be an easy seed? Still no sword. Yep, still no... An hour 20 and everybody, no sword, no bows. And Lenamphy also going for Forbidden Woods immediately after finding that leaf. This was supposed to be a fast seed. But with 3 easy dungeons. That's true. If this was both temples and Taji, with this item placement so far, to fight you have boomerang bombs and hookshot, deal with it. Exactly. All right. Artemis getting their storage there. Just punch Kala demos. That's true, they do have a bottle for forest water strats, but they both saved Grandma, because they're both good grandchildren. It would be pretty unlikely that there's nothing in Forbidden Woods, but it is possible, depending on what's at Greatfish. And play golf.
Yep.
Maybe the real progression will be horseshoe and play golf, and the seed is that gross. Or sorry, horseshoe and greatfish. Did either of them? No, yeah, and small island. Neither of them got small island yet. They both got tree branch, because I think they were both very scared of vanilla leaf. I don't know if Artemis ever checked what they stored in that first room. It could be that, Claire. That is true.
They void?
Maybe not.
Oh no.
There's a lot of void spots in Forbidden Woods, and then just the mini boss a lot of people climb to. But we do have Lenamphy voiding here. And he is checking. Oh, it looks like it was Command Melody.
Not useful.
Not at all.
So far, nothing has been in Forbidden Woods. I guess we will see, though.
All the swords are having a party in Master Sword Chamber. But it's something that's marked on the screen, so there's that. That's true.
This could be the double vanilla seed. Sword in Master Sword Chamber and bow in May's chest. It could happen.
Yeah, it could. Still no swords. We're, yep, over an hour 20 in, no swords, no bows. Light control sub with hookshot. That sound of storage. Yep. You'll love to hear it. Other than dungeons, yeah. This seed is terrible. But in the really fun to watch way.
I apologize, but I do have to step away for a moment. I will be back shortly.
Alrighty. Now Artemis just climbing up this tall room before the Mothula. They did void on the chest past Hanging Vine, so they can just save warp out of Mothula. I believe they got the warp pot. And our first sword, almost an hour 25 in. Sword Pog. The 3-sword Forbidden Woods is still alive. We had it in 2 qualifiers in the same weekend. Cut trees with the boomerang to get sword. That is true. They did do that. And hey, they got the sword right before the mini-boss. Swords, what are those? The world may never know. What was that? A 124 sword. It was. And Lenamphy getting his sword. If you have his stream open, the look of joy on his face with that sword. You could feel it even with no mic. And power bracelets in the mini boss. Big Pig now looking spicy. Forbidden Woods was in fact loaded at this point. At this point, a sword and power bracelets means the dungeon was loaded. These races are best 2 out of 3. No, these are best of 1s, Spytron. Looks like Lenamphy forgetting about the sword he just picked up. It's an interesting strat for the boss, though. Best of 1 till quarters, yes. Oh, and he remembered it just in time. Euphoria of getting a sword blinded him? Oh, for sure. And Skull Hammer in Morth Pit. Wow. Forbidden Woods loaded. Oh my goodness. I think have they only found the dungeon map too? Meanwhile, Lenamphy getting those power bracelets. FF is maybe gonna be stacked as well. That's true. We do know that there's a Triforce shard in FF somewhere. And oh, there's that small key that Artemis has already skipped. Lenamphy had compass? Did he? I must have missed that. It was probably in one of the ones both our runners stored then. One of them did? I don't remember seeing them hold the compass up, so it must have been a stored chest. Or I just fully missed it. But either way, that means the 3-sword Forbidden Woods dream is still alive. Lenamphy with that skull hammer. You want to listen to the interview so much. I can't wait to hear what these runners thought of this seed. Paused after mini-boss trying to figure out what they sorted. Oh, okay. Well, if Artemis has it, then Lenamphy would have had it by that point too, so.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back. They found a sword, power bracelets, and skull hammer in Forbidden Woods. Yeah.
I guess I...
Oh.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now, or?
Yes. Now
Okay.
Now we can hear you.
I don't know why my mic's been so finicky today.
You know, sometimes microphones just don't want to play nice. I understand.
True.
Right. Artemis refilling on some bombs near the Tingle statue chest. That's always a smart move. I think that's the only place in this dungeon that drops bombs. They finally cut grass, exactly. Ooh, more rupees in the basement, though. The joy of progression was short-lived, but it did feel nice. They did get... Big Key was in Vine Maze. No. They did get Big Key. But I don't remember where it was now. Maybe it was in Vine Maze. Big Key was Vine Maze? Alright, I doubted myself and I shouldn't have. Very unlikely. That's... Oh, that's true. I guess there's Big Q chest and double Mothula room. I think... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I just coughed. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I was just going to say, I think if I was playing this, I wouldn't want to find 3 swords in here. I'd really just hope for a bow as well.
Yeah,
well,
a bow
that's
would...
not a bow.
would come in handy.
Ooh, Lenamphy going for the boomerang cut on this eyeball. I believe he's out of bombs. Oh, but he gets it after a couple throws. Hoping for a bow instead of a sword is just greedy. I never said I wasn't greedy, Akanagen. Too much money in the basement. That's true.
So I take it this is the last check that Artemis has to do in the dungeon?
I believe so. I do believe
Alright.
we've seen them get everything else. I mean, they could have got the Tingle chest, I guess, for fun, but... Note to
Note
Mom, more mail! Both males? That's true. Orca and Baito's mother, or it could be a big play for both swords Forbidden Woods and have it be Arrow Mail too, since they found Skullhammer, which is sort of like it's being in Forbidden Woods. It's also sort of like it being in Forsaken Fortress, but you know.
And couldn't we say it's in flight control platform because that's where Leaf was?
Yeah.
How far does it go?
I think with this seed, it goes as far back as possible. Oh, Artemis not getting that one cycle in Color Demos. Everything in the seed was locked behind FCP with hookshot. That is... How much overworld does Lenamphy have over Artemis, or does he not have any? I think Lenamphy has 5-star sub and ghost ship over Artemis.
But
Yeah, I think that's it.
5-star sub was the one that had the ghost ship chart, right?
Yeah, that's why Lenamphy has both of those.
And then ghost ship was nothing, if I recall.
Ghost ship was dead.
Perhaps
that was...
Yeah, perhaps Artemis decides not to do those at all.
That was the bomb backup from Artemis. There was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Artemis did miss their jump slash on Calademos, which is why they didn't get the one cycle. That boomerang throw, yeah, it was a very, very clean Calademos there from Lenamphy.
So I think Artemis is actually going to do the small island check here. They are changing the direction of the wind.
Ah, yes. What could it be?
Don't know.
I think all you'd want it to be at this point is a sword or a bow. Fargus guessing bow.
It could be another one of the males. Or is no, the other two males, the letters aren't in logic with this, right?
Yeah, I think we're out of mail. Oh, it's a Tingle statue.
Ankle has a bow.
All right, Ankle. I'm so excited to see what gifts he has for us today. It's bait, probably, Elijah. When is it not? Our Lord and Savior Tingle. All right, Orca, what do you have? Nothing. And there's that Tingle statue for Lenamphy. Looks like Artemis just gonna mail note to Mom right now. Dear C Big Key was, in fact, it was a small key Econogen. That is correct. All right, what does...
Nothing. Again. Oh, yes, this seed. I think we might have to give BXR a few ban points for this one.
This was quite the seed so far. Looks like Artemis, instead of going for 5-star, which is a pretty natural place to go after Forbidden Woods, is instead going for Cabana, which is also a pretty natural place to go after Forbidden Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is going to be curious to see what our runners find in Forsaken Fortress. We know one of the checks is going to be a shard. And then, of course, the 2 dungeon items. So there are 2 things in Forsaken Fortress that we just don't know what they are yet. All right, but Lenamphy checking.
Statue was bait.
A sweet... Ankle blessing us with untold riches. Yeah, that is true. If a bow is in Forsaken Fortress, dipping that early would have been a big play from either runner. But they've both saved it.
I think you cut out there, Koala.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. All right, so is Cabana gonna have anything here for us?
You hope so. And Lenamphy going for great fish.
Bow.
A bow!
Right, so Cabana has a bow. Is second chest going to be kind as well?
Oh, you hope so.
I really do. I feel so bad for our runners right now. No, just a pair.
Literally bait.
But Greyfish has another rupee bag. Not useful. But hey, we have a bow on Artemis' side. That is a plus.
It's dawning on everyone now that killing that Redead with bombs would have been such a big advantage. Also, I just want to say I was bullied by a couple friends yesterday because I called it a rupee bag instead of a wallet, so I felt really good when you just called it a rupee bag. It felt validating.
It's a bag with a rupee on it. Clearly,
Exactly, exactly. You get it. Rupee bag, yeah! More love for rupee bag. Now, Lenamphy not gonna pick up that bow, but is gonna head into Forsaken Fortress. Lenamphy now has literally every item marked before bow. That is true. What did you miss, random girl? Forbidden Woods was loaded. Ankle was bait. Cabana had a bow.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, other than the Master Sword. The bow Econogen was Cabana upper in the maze. And a second sword there for Lenamphy in Forsaken Fortress.
So that's half of our swords. Not many more places that a sword can be, so this should be interesting.
But with that bow, we do see Artemis heading over doing Cyclos instead of heading to FF. So a pretty big routing difference here from our runners based on that Cabana dip. Nice bow hits, that is very true.
Lenamphy coming down to fight Phantom Ganon. Just a little bit of health.
Len did skip chest on bed, that's true.
I saw Lenamphy grab the compass. Did he grab the map yet?
No.
No, you're right. So he's banking on the map being on bed, I guess?
Yeah, the map's a 50-50 for bed or Phantom Ganon. And based on the hints Artemis got, that should mean the other, whichever one isn't the map, is a Triforce shard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting. So I'm assuming Lenamphy is going to store this chest, which it looks like. So
very clean bomb storage.
Oh yeah, that was impressive.
We will know when whenever he picks up the Triforce shard from Helmrock.
True, true.
That second rupee bag there from Artemis. I'm a bit sad that Cyclos didn't have anything, because I, for one, am always a fan of the bow-locked bow.
True. So it looks like Artemis is actually gonna do a chest storage super swim here to get up to Helmarock.
Interesting. It's not a strat you see very often in Season 4 with the warp to Forsaken Fortress added in 1.9.
It was a very common strat in earlier seasons, so might just be something that Artemis is familiar with and wants
Very
to
true.
give it a shot. Or maybe they have another trick up their sleeve that we're not thinking about.
Pray for no soft lock. That is, you hope not to see it. All right. The Artemis is going to do a super swim, so if you're photosensitive, look away. And we will let you know when it's good to look back. Lens birds are always cursed. Oh no. Super swim. Artemis already has super swim, like the word super. Oh, looks like. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't. Looks like Artemis finished their super swim, but didn't quite make it into the island. Oh, the bird just flew off. Oh no. It's not soft locked yet. Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh! That was a roller coaster of emotions. Not done yet, that's true. Now. Alright, we'll be able to see, did Lenamphy store a Triforce shard from Phantom Ganon? That was a very cool jump and roll. Phantom Ganon did have a Triforce shard.
All right. So
2 shards and 3 bows left. Yep. For Lenamphy.
What in the overworld is open right now?
Gosh.
Is there anything open? Because if not, Master Sword Chamber has to
their
have fire and
ice.
That's okay, Kolfra, because as soon as he gets in the boat, he'll know that it's fully upgraded.
Yeah.
Or the full finished. But he is checking chests on bed, which will be the map.
Did Artemis check?
Did check Cyclos. He got a
Yes.
piece of heart.
Unfortunately. Oh, neither runner has done golf yet, though.
Oh, right. Yep.
There is, I think, one check in the overworld they can do still, which is golf. And I would be incredibly surprised to see either runner dip Master Sword Chamber before checking golf. Oh, and Big Pig. That's true. Even
Oh,
more
yeah,
reason
yeah.
to not check Master Sword Chamber.
Speaking of Big Pig, I think Lenamphy is going to do that now.
Golf and Master Sword Chamber have swords with fire and ice in Ganon Maze. How many band points do you want VXR to have? That sounds like the Gigaban seed. All right, no soft lock there from Artemis though. Always feels good. Why does Artemis always play the worst seeds?
Oh,
I don't
and
know.
we do have Arrow Mail here, which Lenamphy is.
Oh,
check.
right.
There's quite a bit that they can still do.
And Arrow Mail had nothing. Can't believe it, Arrow. They even got your telescope, and you won't give our runners anything nice?
Master Sword Chamber just looking good.
You've never gotten Fire, Ice, and Maze chest, Claire? It's an experience, that's for sure. All right, here comes the pig yeet. Nice.
I
Big
think that has to
pig.
be my favorite trick.
Oh, same here. 100%. It's so easy and it looks so funny. Oh no.
Lenamphy's facial reactions here are so funny.
Lenamphy has a single overworld check.
Yep, he's got Horseshoe and then Master Sword Chamber.
Oh no, sorry. He still has Cabana. He still has Cabana and then Cyclos.
Right. But we know what Cabana has.
We know that Lenamphy has a bow still in Overworld, and then a Horseshoe, which we have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Len hasn't done Cabana. That's true.
There is an additional sword in Forsaken Fortress, which Artemis, I think, will be grabbing here soon.
Artemis skipped the jail.
Did they skip jail? Or are they
Yes.
just taking a different route?
Well, skip the jail as in they would have run past it to get here. Or I guess... Well, they got... I don't really know what route Artemis is taken through Forsaken Fortress here. They did the window jump. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because the other sword is upper jail in Forsaken Fortress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They might just be planning on getting caught by the Floor Master.
No, it looks like they're going back.
Okay.
This is just the other route? Oh, okay. I'm just not as familiar with this route, is all. And there is the Master Sword for Artemis.
Lenamphy finishing up golf. Skipped most of it.
All right, will we know? Artemis now realizing that Phantom Ganon has that last shard.
That's
The
the
dream-
first bow for Lenamphy, but our second bow that we know of.
Yeah, the dream of Fire, Ice, and Master Sword Chamber is dead. Sheesh is right, Scythiel.
Dang.
So, Lenamphy now probably going to Cabana.
Or Master Sword Chamber. He did warp to Tower of the Gods. No, he is turning around and going to Cabana.
It would be a spicy gamble, that's for sure. Light arrows and Master Sword Chamber. It doesn't have the same ring to it. It doesn't feel much better. It feels a little bit better. That's true. Ice Ring does sound pretty good, just for the double checks. French vanilla light arrows is a blue ball. That's true. ET left side. I mean, they could check it. They have everything they need. Both our runners do.
Oh, something is telling me that's not the right thing to do.
Artemis finishing up their Triforce there. It would definitely be a strategy to check ET left side. A winning strategy, I don't know, but a strategy for sure. Doesn't even feel like it's likely this is a Hyrule Seed. It doesn't. But if it's an ET, the seed is broken. We are missing 1 bow and 2 swords. And there's fire and ice there for Lenamphy. Why have we not removed ET from it? But ET's fun. It's ET, but it's fun. Right. Lenamphy now getting his fire ice arrows there. Which fire ice check? Oh, ice ring, of course. It's right there. Time for Big Pig from Artemis. Oh boy, here we go yeeting again. Oh no.
Oh, this pig.
Swing that swine, Sag. Pepe hands. Oh no, the backup. All right, frozen at ice ring. Oh!
Oh, that is a good find. We just need those last 2 swords now.
Lenamphy is taking a pretty big lead right now. And oh no, is Artemis dipping
Artemis is
Hyrule?
Yep. That
Oh, no.
is what they are doing.
They skipped golf and is gambling Hyrule.
No.
But Lenamphy didn't find anything there inside of Ice Ring, so there's still 2 fire ice checks in the overworld.
I mean, it is possible that one of the swords is in Master Sword Chamber. But
it is true, but
we know
missing-
that Fire and Ice is...
we know
on
both their
Horseshoe.
bows are
Yeah.
out in the overworld, yeah. And the Hyrule Gamble missing 2 bows and 2 swords is a gamble, but ooh, it's hard. Artemis, that is true. I forgot that Artemis was tracking all the checks in every qualifier. So they might not be, and Horseshoe has been dead a lot of the time.
Fortunately, I don't think that 8 races is enough of a sample size to rely on that. But I guess we'll get to see what Master Sword Chamber has.
It's also so hard when you're missing swords to make gambles like that, just because swords can be basically anywhere. Overworld always finds a way to pay off. That's true. Lenamphy gonna finish up here. Cyclos. A nice gift of love from Cyclos, you know? Can't overstate it. And does the gamble.
No.
No.
However, Artemis's last save was on outset.
That
so
is true.
They could get to Horseshoe pretty easily, but it looks like they're going to do Big Pig first since they weren't able to do it before going to Master Sword Chamber.
Yeah. Artemis still also has not checked 5-star sub. Just was looking for the ghost ship. Hyrule was a piece of heart, random girl. We do now know that Hyrule is dead this seed. Big Pig Part 3. And does that mean... Do we now know where both swords are? Do they have to be Needle Rock Cave and Fire Mountain?
Yes. Yes?
Is there a check I'm forgetting? Are we no mode here at the restream? I think we might be. I believe so. Yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting any checks.
The fire and ice checks on Windfall aren't in logic, right?
No, they are out of logic for this seed. Short side quests are not part of Season 4.
Okay. I wasn't sure what category they fell under.
And there's
like
one of our swords.
Artemis dug up the wrong spot here.
You kind of missed short side quest. Fire Mountain having progression Pepe hands. If Big Pig has Greg, you're legally obligated to pick it up, aren't you?
Oh, Lenamphy is
also gambling Hyrule.
Oh, jeez.
Lenamphy is gambling Master Sword Chamber here. We know it's dead. It's not very close, that's true. They do also have light arrows, so this Hyrule gamble is going to go a lot quicker here for Lenamphy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. This gamble doesn't feel nearly as bad if you have light arrows. But rip, yeah. But rip. Artemis now doing their play golf. Gonna pick up their fire and ice arrows here, we know.
Lenamphy really, really hoping for that sword, but it's gonna be a disappointment here.
He was crossing his fingers on stream, but sometimes superstition doesn't pay off.
Nope.
Alright, yeah, and Lenamphy soft resetting back to Tower of the Gods just to warp to Dragon Roost Island.
No, he's gonna sail up to Fire Mountain.
Yeah. But he warped to Dragon Roost from there.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I missed that part.
It takes so long to sail to Fire Mountain from Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, you're right.
But we do see Artemis just picked up their fire and ice, so I'll be curious to see if Artemis just never finds Ghost Ship chart this seed. That being said, Artemis is warping to Forest Haven, so they might be going down to 5-star sub.
Or just going to Ice Ring here.
All right, looks like they are going to Ice Ring from Forest Haven. Lenamphy climbing up Fire Mountain here. Hopefully the Kargarok. Oop, well, I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon. Ooh,
So-
very nice. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Lenamphy will be grabbing the sword from here. I'm almost certain, unless we miss something.
Oh, there it
Alright. Go mode for Lenamphy.
Lenamphy is go mode. Artemis did just pick up their lights there too from Ice Ring, so. So, Artemis hopefully will be picking up both of their swords pretty soon here. Where's the other sword Artemis is missing? Needle Rock Cave. 2 swords were hard-locked behind fire and ice this seed. And light arrows. Artemis, oh yeah, and light arrows were locked behind fire and ice. Sorry, I thought you were saying Artemis was missing them. Yeah, that was the 3rd logical bow. One bow and 2 swords locked behind fire and ice. Yeah, it is pretty insane. And it really makes me wonder, we talked earlier about maybe dipping FF out of logic would have been the play, but with only a sword and a Triforce shard, it didn't have a lot for you. Both bows were stupidly locked behind Leaf. Yeah. Well, one of them, yeah. The Skullhammer,
But
right? Which was
that sword could have helped a bit in Flight Control Platform sub.
That is true. That is true. I just always think of bow for Flight Control Platform sub. Sword would have made Cabana. That's also true.
Could have done
It's not
Cabana
that it-
early.
It's not that finding that sword early wouldn't have helped, but it wouldn't have been as big of an advantage as, like, a bow,
Mhm.
for example.
Yeah.
And then you would have had to probably double dip Forsaken Fortress too, which isn't a huge time loss, because, you know, the warp's right there. But because Phantom Ganon had that shard... More than 2 hours before go mode? That's true. I'd like to remind people that 40 minutes ago is when we found our first sword. Which was before we found a single bow. I'd rather do anything than FCP sub with hookshot. Very fair. Now, Artemis going to get their 3rd sword here from Fire Mountain. Found 4 swords and 3 bows in about 35 minutes. Yeah, it was roughly that.
Artemis is missing Needle Rock sword.
Mm-hmm. It's a full clear seed. Full clear seeds are actually pretty common in Season 4, to be fully honest. Usually don't get away with skipping mini checks with these settings.
Well, Artemis will be able to skip 5i sub and Go Ship.
True. Very true. Artemis skipping Ghost Ship and Ghost Ship chart. That is very true. Feels Artemis making the correct gamble here of the 50-50.
Lenamphy is now facing Puppet Ganon. Not getting any snipes in yet, though.
Nice first shot there, though. Waiting for the attack. A little bit easier to hit.
Mm-hmm. There's
This
two.
This is a 210 seed with DRC Forbidden Woods and FF. That is true.
We had faith in VXR when it was the 3 fastest dungeons, but a lot has changed since then.
I tell you, that dead windfall is such a big sign.
Phase 1 of Puppet Ganon is down on Lenamphy's side.
Artemis about to hit their go mode.
Yep, they will be headed to Hyrule.
Oh,
Really?
absolutely.
What's up?
Ooh, and Lenamphy gets that crypt shot on his second try. Meanwhile, Artemis entering Hyrule. On the snipe for the third shot and just going for the bomb. Good. Double magic, yeah. Double magic is really nice to have for this fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Magic in that case, especially.
All right. Lens tracker is so satisfying. Yep, Lenamphy with that restream tracker percent. And a clean grapple skip and an unbuffered pog slide there from Lenamphy. Just feels good. Was FF loaded? Not. FF had a sword and a Triforce shard, and that's. I'd say Forbidden Woods was definitely the loaded dungeon of this seed. Forbidden Woods always loaded. That's true. And it does look like GG.
I'm sure we'll be hearing from Lenamphy here soon. Yeah, Spytron, we've both been having some mic issues today, it seems.
You know what? If it's both of us, we'll just blame Discord. How does that sound?
Good idea.
Hello, Lenamphy. GG's.
Hello, GG's.
We also have Artemis here with us, it seems.
Yep.
So
Seed.
yeah, you want to talk about the seed there, Lenamphy?
No. No,
really,
I wasn't having a good time.
really curious. What were your thoughts when you first saw the 3 dungeons versus by the
Finish the question.
sorry.
Seeing that you had to do you had to do flight control. Is anyone there?
Sorry, I was having a lot of Discord issues there.
Okay, can you ask the question again?
Okay, okay. How did your emotions change from seeing the dungeon lineup to later on in the seed before you found Leaf?
Yeah.
Okay, this would be nice. And then, it wasn't.
I actually wanted Earth Temple for some reason, but
Same, honestly. But then, with our luck, Leaf would have been behind, Bidomail again.
Yeah,
fuck no.
I was gonna ask, with that Leaf, are you glad you didn't have Earth Temple?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
actually.
just because the Leaf was so bad, yeah, but I still wouldn't have gone into Earth Temple without it.
Yeah, maybe I would have gotten to the sub for Earth Temple then.
Yeah, it would depend on where power braces were, but I pulled it. I literally.
At Artemis?
I've been having. Yeah, give me. What?
All right.
I think it's Discord that's at fault here.
It's definitely Discord.
I actually do think it's Discord. I said it as a joke, but now I'm starting to actually think it's Discord.
No, it's definitely Discord. Yeah.
No, you both.
I wish I knew what you said.
I wish you did too.
With Discord, it seems. I don't know what to do about this, or
I'm gonna just do this quick.
I don't think that's gonna help Artemis.
Did that work?
I mean, it's now. Whether it stays working, I don't know.
All right, so is there anything the two of you want to say about the seed or the tournament in general?
I mean, for future tournaments, I'd like to not race Lenamphy, so I don't have a horrible Leaf again. This is the second time. Yeah, this is the second time that Leaf has been in a gross look.
With Leaf location?
Yeah, last time we raced, the Leaf was on Orca Mill. And it was during a spoiler log race, so we actually had to do Earth Temple with Leaf. We wanted to do it with Leaf because it's always faster in a spoiler log, but we had it on Orca Mill. So
that was the spoiler log with Leaf at 1 hour 30 or something like that.
Oh yeah,
that was us.
I remember
we were the ones suffering.
But I think they're muted and deafened.
I believe they're just watching the restream.
Dog predictions off to a bad start. Ooh.
I'm sorry,
true,
Pupper.
Michael. And GG's. I know you're already in the interview, but GG's to you as well, Artemis.
Okay. Yeah, that Leaf just things went downhill from there.
But we were very sad when it had Wallet and Wallet Mail was dead.
Oh yeah, I was hoping for, well, at least a sword.
It was dead. Note to Mom was dead. Wallet Mail was dead. I feel like there was something else that was dead. That was really Grandma.
Mail was bomb mail.
Where was Ghost Ship Chart, by the way?
5-star sub.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just completely misread that hint then. Okay. Well, I'm glad that wasn't required.
Oh, that's right, because you got the hint about a bottle. That's right.
I had a hint about a...
Cut out, Artemis.
And I'm I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna assume it's 5-star and just not check it.
So
and then I'm
getting
hints, towards the end, going, where's Ghost Ship Chart?
I'm confused on how hints work then.
The bottles, because you need a bottle, the bottle hints can hint at locations that aren't in settings. So you could have a hint for bottle in Four-Eyed Reef or something like that.
I see.
But I don't know what that island was. I thought it was going to be Cliff Plateau at first, and then I didn't get a bottle at Cliff Plateau.
Yeah, the remains of 5 or whatever means 5-star.
Wait, where was bottle?
Oh, so 5-star was just at one of the other checks at 5. Was the raft? Then I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was either the raft or the sunken treasure.
That's so annoying.
Isn't there a lookout platform down there too?
There might be. I basically oh yeah, so that's gonna be the submarine, and I cannot check it.
Oh
wow,
no.
That could have been so much worse for me.
Yeah, Lenamphy, the bottle you both got was Cabana top of Waterfall, but Artemis had found a hint for a bottle at 5-star and assumed it meant the sub.
Or I never checked it.
Oh, you never checked it because of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, you were lucky with that, I guess.
Yeah, no, but let me tell you, I was getting really scared when I was like, "Where's Ghost Ship? Is Ghost Ship Chart in Hyrule? What?"
You did both gamble Hyrule.
I mean, with a scene like this, you'd be crazy not to.
I was after Forsaken Fortress, I was already thinking of gambling Mace Chest. Phantom Ganon Mace Chest.
That's the thing, because I knew where the last shard was, because I knew there was a shard in Forsaken Fortress. So when I had almost no swords, no bows. I'm yeah, no, I'm gonna gamble Hyrule for the fire and ice arrow double dip Hyrule seed.
Yep, we were.
You gambled it for fire and ice arrows.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't have fire and ice arrows when I went to Hyrule.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that though.
We were.
Yeah, it could have been.
Well, I wanted to do that, and then I decided against it. Then the pig gave me so many issues, so I said, screw it, and I went, checked it, it was dead, then I went back, did the pig, and then horseshoe.
Right.
That pig sucked today.
That seed was so bad, we were nearly an hour and a half in, and no one had found a sword or a bow.
Yeah, it was just so frustrating. And I don't know.
I felt so behind the entire time.
Same. I thought you would have won by now, but yeah. We both were having a bad time.
When I was in Hyrule, I had pulled up the race time chat to see if you had finished at some point. Like I think when I'd finished Forsaken, I pulled it up, and then I had it up until I broke the barrier. I saw that you hadn't finished. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna watch this, so I can like kind of like de-stress a bit.
I did that during the qualifiers. I wasn't looking at race time at all.
Oh wait, no, I had it down during all that, and then I brought it back up at Phantom Gen. I brought it back up like during the during Puppet Gen and saw you had finished. I'm like, okay, I can have an easier time with this fight now. I don't feel so much pressure.
For this race, I had it up all the time.
Hookshot was climb the wall, yeah.
Let's not race again together. Because
yeah, no, like every official race we have has had horrible leaf placements.
Yeah. Guess I'll see you in losers.
In season 5?
Quarters. Yeah, losers bracket quarters.
Sure. See each other then. And we both FF, so we get a new seed without a horrible leaf placement then.
Yeah. Of course.
So, my last question for both of you is, how many band points do you think VXR should get for that seed?
69.
Nice.
I mean I don't know how many band points is like much.
Yeah, like it's not like a set amount. Like you don't get like award 5 or anything like that. It's just more of whether or not people ban. Granted, too, and I still haven't figured that out yet. So that being said, there are some horrible. They're definitely worth some band points for sure. Whether or not there's anything else more than like 2 or 3, just with how we're the tentative plan right now. Would it be worth like? It won't be worth like 50 or anything like that at this point.
Thank goodness.
It should be.
Well, I don't have any further questions for the two of you. Koala?
No, that was my last question.
All right. Do either of you two have anything to say more about the seed other than that leaf placement?
No, not really. 2Gs.
Yeah, no, other than that leaf placement, yeah, that was just bad.
Well, GG's to both of you. It was a great start to the season, at least the brackets. So if VXR wants to take over and close us out.
Okay. So coming up tonight, we have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Freaky Friday race on this channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we got a lot going on as usual, including bi-weekly tournament settings race at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then the next S4 tournament matches are scheduled on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern between CS and Koala, and Wednesday also at 3 p.m. Eastern between Circulp and Shizuka. So thank you all for watching. Yeah, it is Friday. See you all next time.